It's another week and another midweek message. Over the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about relationships. I went around the corner and hit the finish line, talking about relationships and this one key factor. It's an area that I struggle with sometimes. I think most humans do. And that is this concept of accountability, but not even so much accountability like you're right and I'm wrong or any of that kind of thing. I'm talking about the accountability of sharpening each other up. Proverbs 27:17, iron sharpens iron, and as one man sharpens another. Now, when you think about that for a moment, I want us to just analyze this word picture that Proverbs gives us, because Proverbs is full of word pictures. But if you think about it, right, when you go to sit there and sharpen a sword, a lot of times you're using another piece of iron. If you think about a good blade that's in the kitchen, right? You've got your sharpening rod as you sit there and work that back and forth. The iron sharpens the iron. Now, one of us might sit here and think about this a little bit more and say, well, isn't that like rubbing each other? Isn't that harsh, Scott? Like, shouldn't we be? No, come on. Like, let's think about this. If we got a relationship, we should be able to talk to each other and build each other up. When we want to sharpen each other, it's not about chastising or hurting the other person. No, it's about being real with them. What I'm finding lately is there's a lot of people, time and time again, that they're afraid to ask the hard questions to someone. They're afraid that they're going to hurt feelings, or they're afraid. You got to start asking yourself, what would you want from someone else? Jesus says flat out, love your neighbor as yourself. So if you could for a moment, if you're going through a hard time in life, or if you're struggling with something, you want people to ask you how they can help, how to get in there, how to get down and dirty, how to help you through your situation, right? That's what you want. You want people to build you up. You want to be encouraged, right? And that's putting in courage into someone. Being encouraged means you pour out courage to someone. Iron sharpening iron is more than just accountability partners. It's more than just having a chit chat. Hey, are you slipping today? No, it's about being invested in someone's life. When you are able to sharpen someone else, that means that you know them well enough on where they're dull, on where they're wearing out, and what they need. Good friendships sharpen each other. A good biblical relationship is sharpening each other. Just like you want God to sharpen you. Now, when you think about sharpening a blade, right, it's taking something dull. It's not replacing the blade. No, you're taking something dull and you're shaving it and you're working it and you're getting it to that spot that it's so smooth and so ready to cut the thinnest of paper, the simplest of things. See, when a knife is effective, it works well. You don't have to chop as hard. If you're working with vegetables, a nice sharp knife just goes right down and slice, 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 right? That's the idea here, that when you're sharpened personally, you cut through stuff. You work through life easier. And I think a lot of the times, we as humans, we don't want to be sharpened because that process is not easy. Good things happen when we work at them, and it's effort, right? Like, the things that come easy in life typically aren't the things that have higher reward. When you put more effort, time, and energy into it, then things happen. I lost 30 pounds. It was a lot of work. I'm looking to lose another 30 once we get done our vacation. And I'm gonna go back at it again. Why? Because I wanna get to a spot where I feel healthier. But part of that is also an accountability process where there's friends of mine that they walk with me. They don't make fun of me for what I'm eating. They talk to me about it. They ask how I'm doing. They encourage me. My wife encourages me on a constant basis. When I'm feeling down, she helps to lift me up. When things are a little wonky, she asks those harder questions. See, we need to surround ourselves with relationships of people that are important to us, that we want to hear what they have to say. We talked about wise counsel before. You got to be able to receive it. And relationships, if you're able to sharpen someone else and they can sharpen you, beautiful things happen. Now, here's how I want to round this up for you about relationships, and especially in this verse about one person sharpening another. Church, don't fall into the trap where all you do is listen to the popular speakers, the really good books that were written, and you bubble yourself up with academics. You need relationships and real people in your life that can hold you accountable to what's happening. It's really easy to take book knowledge and to read things, but not share and apply it with others around you. If you read something and you want to change something in your life, share it with others. Bring people into it. If you want to get better at something, bring people into it. Not saying that they have to do it with you, but bring people in for the ride. Because the more people that you surround yourself that want to encourage you, the even better you're going to be. Because you get that moment, right? When someone says, hey, you can do better. You can rock that. You can go, right? And when people keep pouring that into you, that builds you up. I mean, we don't have cheerleaders on sidelines at sports games just for the heck of it. They're there to get the crowd pumped up. Who's your cheerleaders? Right? Who are those people that are pushing you to get further? Who's coaching you in your space? Who's pushing you? Who are those people that you know will sharpen you and that you can also sharpen them? And who are you sharpening as well, right? Because it becomes this cyclical thing. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be traveling to Yellowstone and back. I'm still going to throw out some midweeks to you ahead of time. But I want you to hear this. As I'm journeying, I'm taking a vacation for a rest, and I'm hoping that in that process, I'm going to be able to be introspective and look inside myself to see where I need to be sharpened in the future. I'm also going to do a lot of playing too, and a lot of relaxing. Surround yourself with people. Know who it is that you want in your spaces to sharpen you. Identify those relationships that people can hone you and work with you and make you even better. It was really great taking this ride on relationships. I'm really glad that we did this short series on a couple midweeks just to talk about this. But really, analyze the space you're in. Who's along with you for a ride? If you've got questions about this, you've got thoughts, or you have more curiosities about relationships and how to have them in a biblical context, please drop a line at sroth@llmc.org. We're so grateful for you to tune in. We're so thankful that you're here week after week, and we want to hear from you. Drop comments, hit some likes. Let's see what's going on. And I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I look forward to interacting with you all more when I get back from my vacation. Have a great week. God bless.